You push me to the limits, yeah, you know you do. To the edge of reason and then back to you. Should I run away or should I stay and fight? Because this love is like a roller coaster ride. How many wrongs does it take to make this right? Na 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 na. Why can you love me right? I said na 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 na. Why?
Eleni, what motivated you to pursue a music career?
From a child, it's always been something that I've turned to, something that I've always done when I got bored. I used to get my hair brushed and be that annoying child jumping up and down on their bed pretending they were like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. And I must say, just music is something that I've always loved, and it's because of the love I have for it that I've pursued it for so long, literally like a dog with a bone.
What was it like growing up as a Greek Cypriot in the United Kingdom?
To be honest, living in North London, it's practically like a mini Cyprus. It's full of so many Cypriots, from Greek to Turkish, and also my dad was born and raised in Cyprus, and he came over when he married my mum. My mum's a Greek Cypriot too, but she was born and raised in the UK. So growing up, we always had Greek in the house. We always had Greek traditions. We went to Greek school, so it was very easy for me to keep my culture alive. I used to go home, talk to my dad in Greek, talk to my Paul in Greek. So for me, it was always a thing that being Greek was who I was, irregardless of the fact that I was born in the UK.
It's time to turn the page today. Push my crown back in its place. Get a different vibe on, party till dawn. Singing my own song, right or wrong. Turning it up, never aiming low. Party till dawn.
How would you describe the music you typically create?
All the songs that I've released, they have a common thread in them. And that common thread is strength, empowerment. Through my music, I want to empower people. I want people to understand that we are responsible for our own destinies, and whatever it is that we want to achieve, we have to be willing to not only believe in ourselves, but also have the strength to overcome the hurdles. My music is all about chasing your dreams and never being afraid of sometimes standing out from the crowd. I always like to believe it's always onwards and upwards. When something doesn't go right, you've got to figure out a way to make it go right.
Is there a moment or a performance that stands out as a milestone in your career?
For me, as I've grown throughout my career, every single step has been a milestone for me because I've had to build it or acquire it by myself. So it's very difficult for me to pinpoint one moment that I can say was like the biggest highlight for me. But if I had to pick one, I would probably say sharing the stage with artists like Jessie J and Nicole Scherzinger, performing alongside other artists like Becky Hill, opening for Peggy Zina. All of these things have been amazing moments in my musical career. I've always wanted to do a Greek song. I came out to Cyprus and I got very lovely words of encouragement from a certain somebody, and it's because of them that they lit a fire in my bonnet, let's just say, to really go and record a Greek song. If you don't make time, you're never going to find the time. I love my island. I'm so proud of where I come from. I'm proud of my culture, and I just wanted to show that through the music video. So for me, coming to shoot it in Cyprus, and not just Cyprus, Limassol, where my family is, where I come on holiday every year since I was a child, to be able to showcase my beautiful town was honestly a dream come true. Growing up, I always said to myself that if I ever had a platform where I can make a difference, where I could help a young person maybe not experience mental health difficulties, then I wanted to do so. And that is because growing up, I saw very close loved ones of mine being affected by mental health. Going to schools and being able to have the opportunity to speak to the students candidly about my career within music and its relationship with mental health, it was an honour, because I wanted to show them that sometimes what you see on social media is not 100% the picture. I wanted to show them the behind the scenes, let's just say, of how I got to where I got to, how I create certain things, so that they can understand themselves that, like I said before, anything is achievable. As long as you work hard, there's nothing which is out of our limits. And sometimes we don't achieve what we want, not because we can't, but because of the lack of belief that we have in ourselves. Or sometimes we are deterred from our path, and instead of fighting harder, we tend to let it go. And I go to schools and I speak to students and I say to them, don't let go. When that hurdle comes, don't let it go. Work harder, work even harder, and find a way to keep going. Within the UK, I've worked with Young Minds, I've worked with the Mix UK, and here in Cyprus, I'm an ambassador of the Yannis Christodoulou Foundation. I was fortunate enough to come to Cyprus on multiple occasions and visit some of the schools out here with Yanni himself, to see the amazing work that the foundation has done to improve the lives and education of the children in Cyprus.